Alright, everybody, we are going to war. And we're going to go to war with France, no less. So France is one of the monsters in Europe. We've become a little bit of a monster ourselves. So just a little bit of history. We went as Castile. We picked up Aragon and this southern Italy group as well through a merger and annexation of their country into ours. We conquered England and Ireland. We left a little piece of England here so that we can gain any provinces that they colonize over in North America. Okay, so with France, we want to go after them, and they've been giving us a hard time. So what I went ahead and did is I took advantage of the Pyrenees here, that block all travel, and we have our navy that's sitting off the northeast of our Spanish territories. We're going to go ahead and stick that in the Gulf of Leon, and we can then blockade those provinces as we start to capture from the northeast of Spain. And then this western section of the Pyrenees, we also have another castle fort, the Bastion there. So that's two level 4 or +4 forts, if you will. They're like the second tier fort. What we're planning on doing is moving up troops to take Narbonne. And here, this is just a level 2 fort, so we'll move those up. We'll cut across here. This will be our anvil, and our hammer. We're going to send about 70k troops north, and I'm going to try to go slow, capture Armagnac. I might even consider letting the French and Savoy come at me first. Depends on how aggressive they are. I might start to siege, and when they arrive, I might pull back. That way they can die on my forts. That's the plan anyway. We'll see how that works out. Hopefully some of our allies will join us in this war. Okay, the big ones are not going to be joining us up here. We're looking at running into Savoy, Oldenburg, and then they've got French Mexico. We have Spanish Brazil. I don't know whether those two are going to butt heads or not, but we will be going to war and only being able to pull with us Austria and the Papacy. Fortunately for us, the Papacy and Austria are right next to Savoy, so that should give them a hard time. And it looks like they are rivals with the Papacy, so they will not be able to travel through the lands here in the Papacy if they're not allowing military access. But Austria does have some lands over here to the west, and it looks like they are allied with Lorraine, so we're in good shape. They'll cross over through Lorraine into France, and then our allies in the Papacy should beat up on Savoy. Alright, so that is our hope and dream. I can create a troop here, and I only really need one, but I can march him into Corsica, grabbing an easy victory there on one of the territories. So let me go ahead and create one extra troop here. It's going to put me over my limits. It's going to cost a little bit more. And we're not yet at war, so I'm going to go ahead and move my troops into position. Alright, so these guys down here will become the anvil. And we want to take a look at your supply limits, so I can hold 38k troops in there without losing any. So that should be no trouble. Go ahead and slow it down a little bit here while we're moving our guys around. Alright, so that's our preparation, and we will pick up with our declaration of war.